In this tutorial series, I'm going to teach you guys how to make Flappy Bird in Scratch. And in this first episode, I'm going to teach you guys how to add gravity to the game and give the Flappy Bird some controls. So let's start coding. Before we can start, we sadly have to delete the Scratch cat and upload our own sprite. I've already painted my Flappy Bird in Paint. So before we're going to start adding gravity and controls, we first need to give our bird some starting stats. So when the green flag gets clicked, we're going to set our size to 300%. I think this is way better. The bigger you make your own bird, the harder the game is to play. But I think this size will do. And we're going to make our sprite go to Y50 and X minus 120. This is so that we have enough time in the game to react for the tubes that we need to dodge. And we're gonna make him point in direction 90 degrees. Now, for the movement, we're gonna use a forever loop and we're gonna make a new variable. So let's make a new variable and we're gonna name it speed y. You can also call it falling speed, you can call it whatever you want, but I'm just gonna choose speed y. And when the green flag gets clicked, we're gonna set speed y to 0. So now in this forever loop, we're gonna change speed y by -1 and we're gonna change y by speed y. So this is the gravity for our bird. As you can see, when I click the green flag, our bird is falling down, and the reason why our bird keeps falling faster is gravity, because in real life people fall faster when they jump from a higher place than a lower place. But for now we also want our bird to be able to fly up, so that's why we're gonna use an if statement and we're gonna say if spacebar gets pressed, we are gonna set our speed y to 10. This will make our bird temporarily fly up until the speed y is yet below 0 and it will fall down again. So now if we start, when I'm pressing space it flies up, when I release he's falling down. But we don't want our game to start immediately, so we're just gonna wait until the spacebar gets pressed. So we won't immediately fall down. But as you guys know, in a real Flappy Bird game, if Flappy touches the upper or lower edge, it's game over. So instead of using a forever loop, let's use a repeat until loop. And we're gonna say repeat until touching edge. So now when I'm flying and I fly up, our bird stops. And when I go down, I'm pressing space, but as you can see I'm not flying up. But for now, in the real game, if we touch the upper edge with our sprite, the bird falls down. So let's code that over here as well. So we're gonna use another repeat until loop, and we're gonna repeat until the y position is smaller as -130. We're gonna copy this block, but we're gonna delete the fact that we can press space to fly up. So we will fall down, and let's see what that gives us now. So if I'm touching the edge, I'm pressing space, but I will fall down. Maybe we can put in -150, so it will fall all the way down. So now, yeah, I will fall down exactly to the ground. But now we're gonna change the direction of our bird. So when our bird is flying up, he will point up, and when he's flying down, he will point down. So let's go to motion and take our point in direction block. And we're gonna say that we point in direction 90 minus speed y. This will make our bird look up when he's flying up and look down when he's falling down. So let's see what that gives us in our game. As you can see, when I press space, I'm flying up, and when I touch the edge, I'm falling down. But now if you want to make our bird look up even more as it did already, then you can use this block, and we're gonna point in direction speed y times 2, and then you'll see that it will look up way more, and it will look way more down. But as you can see, if you're falling really fast, he's pointing down a little bit too much. So we're gonna use an if then else statement. And we're gonna say if our speed y is bigger as -10, we're gonna point in direction 90 minus speed y times 2. Else we're gonna point in the same direction when speed y equals to -10. So there's some quick math. 90 minus -10 times 2. And this equals to 110. Let's put this in our repeat until touching edge block. So as you can see, now he stops turning when the speed y is below -10. You don't need to use this, but I just like this in my game. And now let's copy this and also put this in our falling animation when the bird hits the edge of our screen. And so now let's see what we've made today. So when I press the green flag, our bird is standing still and waits until the spacebar gets pressed. And now we can just fly. And the longer I'm falling down, the faster I'm falling down. And he's looking up when we fly up, he's looking down when we fly down. And when we hit the edge, I can control the bird and we will fly down, and then we'll put a game over screen. But that game over screen and all the rest is for the next episodes. So guys, I hope you've all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video for more of these tutorial series. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. If there are any questions, please put them down below in the comment section, and keep on programming.